January 15th, 1919. It's lunchtime in Boston's North End. The temperature is an unseasonably warm 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Suddenly, people hear a sound like a machine gun, then a roar like a freight train. A massive storage tank explodes, unleashing a 2.3 million gallon tidal wave of sticky brown death. The Purity Distilling Company had built this colossal molasses tank back in 1915. It was 50 feet tall, 90 feet wide, and held enough molasses to fill 3.5 Olympic swimming pools. But why so much molasses? This was the Prohibition era. The company was fermenting it to make industrial alcohol, which was a key ingredient for munitions, and, let's be honest, probably some illegal booze. But the tank was a disaster waiting to happen. It leaked constantly, so much so that the company painted it brown just to hide the stains. Local kids would literally scoop up the leaking syrup in cups. Residents constantly complained about the groaning and creaking sounds it made, but the company's response was basically, "Don't worry about it." On that fateful day, the tank was filled to capacity. The temperature had shot up from near freezing to a balmy 40 degrees. Inside the tank, the warming molasses began to ferment, creating immense pressure. At around 12:30 p.m., the tank couldn't take it anymore. It burst. Witnesses described rivets shooting out of the tank like bullets. Then came the wave. A wall of molasses, 40 feet high, surged through the streets at 35 miles per hour. That's faster than Usain Bolt. This monstrous wave had enough force to lift a railroad car off its tracks and toss it into Boston Harbor. It obliterated buildings, crushing homes, horses, and people in its path. 21 people died, and the ways they perished were horrific. Some were crushed by debris. Others were trapped in collapsed buildings, slowly drowning in the thick, suffocating syrup. In total, over 150 people were injured. The rescue effort was a nightmare. The molasses was knee-deep and acted like quicksand. The more people struggled, the more stuck they became. As temperatures dropped, the molasses began to harden, encasing victims and making rescue almost impossible. It took weeks to clean up, and the Boston Harbor remained brown for months. Locals said you could still smell the sweet, sickly scent of molasses on hot summer days for decades afterward. So, what caused it? The company tried to blame anarchists, but the real cause was pure corporate negligence. The tank's steel walls were half as thick as they should have been. It was never properly tested. The constant leaks were warning signs that were completely ignored. A lawsuit followed, one of the first major class action suits against a corporation in U.S. history. After 6 years, the company was found liable. The Great Molasses Flood led to sweeping changes in industrial safety regulations across the country, requiring professional engineers to sign off on construction and mandating regular inspections. Today, a small plaque in a Boston park marks the spot. It's a quiet reminder of one of the strangest and most tragic disasters in American history. Had you ever heard of this bizarre tragedy? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories.